everybody, Jess here, Key Tarot. This is a reading for all of our fire signs. We're going to go Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and I'm going to throw Ophiuchus in there at the end. All of the timestamps will be in the description box down below. Let's say a quick blessing and we'll get started with Aries. Holy Spirit, thank you for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. We're going to start with this Chocoli deck for Aries. Kind of a messy shuffle there, Aries. Bottom of the deck, I have the Queen of Swords. This is somebody who needs to tell the truth about something. I have the Strength card here. The Strength card is Leo energy, but really it's about you. Well, let's be honest. You don't usually have to be strong unless there's something to be brave about. What do we have here? We've got the Wheel of Fortune on its side. I have the Knight of Wands on its side. I have the Tower, and I have this Queen of Pentacles energy. This is somebody who needs to have a conversation with somebody. They know it's going to be difficult, and they know it could be life-changing. I have the Four of Wands here. Aries, beautiful energy. The Four of Wands can be an energy of stability. It can be a divine counterpart coming towards you. It can also be it could be a card of marriage. Somebody here has a difficult conversation that they need to have with somebody. And someone here is questioning their own judgment. Someone here recognizes that if they have this conversation, everything could fall apart. But really what they're looking for is stability. With this Queen of Pentacles energy, this is someone who wants to know that everything's going to be taken care of the way that it needs to be taken care of. Long term. Long term is important. I have the Two of Swords. This is a decision that has to be made here. Somebody that I'm reading for may feel a little bit isolated right now. They may feel like they don't have a lot of people to talk to or to turn to about this situation. It feels like there's one person that's very important to you, Aries, that you need to have a conversation with this week, possibly this weekend. I have the Eight of, I'm using this After Tarot to clarify. I just picked up the deck and we have the Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You're going to feel a lot better whenever you have this conversation. The person that you need to have this conversation with, Aries, they may feel like there's no problem, there's no situation, but you may feel entirely differently. My throat just got all clogged up here all of a sudden, Aries. And this tells me that you're having trouble speaking up for yourself. That's probably why your first card out was the Strength card. Like I said, there's no reason to be brave unless there's something that you're afraid of. I just saw 333 on the counter. This is about your stability. This is about you determining what is going to help you feel stable long term, possibly in a household, possibly in a marriage. Let's get a little bit more about this. I have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. I get the impression, Aries, that you have given as much as you know how to give in this situation, but you're not really seeing any changes. This could be leading to conflict. Yeah, I've got the Ten of Swords here. That's that on again, off again relationship. I have the Knight of Wands here as well, which is somebody who is feeling like they want to break free, feeling like they need to do something different than what they've been doing. And having this conversation with this person, while it's hard to address these things, I think you've gotten to the point where it's necessary. I have the Four of Cups. You feel like you're losing yourself. You may feel like you don't want this person in your life anymore. You may feel like like I said, you feel like you've given as much as you can give and you haven't seen the changes that you need to see. And so it's like, why should I bother continuing with this? Tell me about this Tower moment. Yeah, I've got the Nine of Swords here as well. It's like every day you wake up to the same thing. Every night you go to sleep with the same feelings. At one point you both wanted the same things, and you may still want the same things, but there's a lack of clarity here, or there's a lack of change. It's not even clarity so much. It's just that you've said, this is what I need, and it's not happening. And that's frustrating to you. And so because you've been frustrated for so long with whatever this situation is, it feels like you want to break free and you want to go in a different direction. And it's hard for you to tell this person that. This Four of Cups twice out here tells me that you feel kind of alone in this. I want to know about this Tower though, because the Tower is that moment of course redirection where we get you back on track, but usually it comes from something sort of, I don't know, it can be kind of catastrophic, or it can be, you know, kind of life-altering energy, and that can be a little scary. Oh, I have the Three of Wands crossing that, or clarifying that. The Three of Wands is the minor arcana of the Magician, and the Three of Wands is about manifestation for yourself. It can be that you have just now realized that you want something different than what this person has to offer to you. And you're at this point where you feel like you need to walk away, but you don't want to leave this person sitting with everything. This Eight of Cups, you know, like there's this need to walk away, but this fear that you're going to leave this person kind of holding the bag emotionally. There's some, I don't want to say codependent feelings here, but because I don't think that's actually it. I think you actually care about this other person. And so you don't want to leave them high and dry, but you need something that they're not giving to you. You want all of this stability. You want this, a home. You want your finances to be okay. You want to know, you just kind of want to know what's coming down the pipeline every day. And I wish life was like that, but sometimes it isn't. And it feels like you've told this person time and time again what you need. And this person may say, okay, sure, we'll do that. But you're not seeing the results that you need to see. And it feels like time's running out on this situation for whatever reason. And I feel like you're saying, is this ever going to be what I want it to be? And there's this feeling like you can't talk to other people about what you need. I have this Nine of Pentacles that comes out on its side. That's the minor arcana of the Empress. You may be trying to decide if being single would be easier for you or being independent would be easier for you. I don't know if this is related to your love life, your career, a friendship, a family. I don't know. They're just energies that are crossing the table here. But this Nine of Pentacles is someone who's saying, is my stability with this person or is it on my own? Whoever I'm reading for here, you have had a lot of like nudges or pulls like to those gut instincts. You've had a lot of maybe even prophetic dreams or something that have told you that this, or like anxiety dreams maybe about this situation, because you feel kind of like, I don't know if it's a lack of control. It might be a lack of control. It's like you can control yourself, but you can't control this other person and their reactions to life. I have this King of Swords energy. whoever this other person is, I feel like they want to do the right thing. They want to make good choices. They want to have like a happy relationship with you, but they're not very loving, very giving. They're a little bit more stoic than you. They're not someone who really communicates easily, and I think that I'm getting the impression that this person kind of stays the course. Like if they're this way today, they're going to be this way 5 years from now, and 10 years from now, and 15 years from now. There's someone who's not really going to evolve in the way that maybe you're evolving right now. And it's causing conflict. You love them you love them a lot. I think really and truly, Aries, the conversation you need to have with them is, where are we going? Where are we headed? What are our plans for the future? What are our goals for the future? What do we see life looking like together? And that's regardless of the nature of your relationship here. It is, where do we want to be headed? This is like you putting goals down on paper, like, this is our 5-year plan. This is our 10-year plan. And I don't know why you would need that. Like I said, life is unpredictable. You never know what's going to come up. Things can change, especially like with this Tower moment here. But you're just kind of trying to figure out who you are and where you're headed with this person. You do have a lot of love for this person. There's the Empress on the bottom of the deck, and the Sun card here, and the Strength card again. There's the Fool card on the bottom. I feel like having a conversation with this person is going to make this situation better, but it's hard for you to open this communication with this person. There's something about them that's kind of locked into the way that they are, and there's a part of you that is having a hard time being honest with them. This honesty about who you are and what you need is really important. And I feel like if you go ahead and have this conversation, put some ideas down on paper and decide what you want for your future, that's going to help this other person. Because I don't feel like they're the same. I'm seeing two very different energies here. One person, you Aries, that's like very action oriented, very much like very changeable nature, like where you want this thing today, but then you want to grow it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. This other person is happy with things being the way that they are. That's where the discord is here. You see something different for your future, and this person would be happy to just stay with things being the way that they are. This Empress energy here, and that feels like your energy here, Aries, where you want to make sure that you're going to have room to grow in the future. Right now, you feel kind of stifled. And this conversation, like I said, you have a lot of love for this person. It's not that you want to leave them. It's not that you want to, although that's kind of on the table here. Should I stay or should I go? But ultimately, it just feels like you want something different than what this person is showing you right now. And this person, whoever they are, they feel kind of happy with things the way that they are, kind of the status quo. And I think that you're going to need to have a conversation about how there's something that has to shift here. And this does feel like it's been kind of an on again, off again sort of situation. And you're kind of on the cusp of trying to decide, am I going to stay here or am I going to go? You know, and while you have all this love for this person, you can't keep living the way that you've been living. There are major decisions. It's a major decision here on the table. For some of you, this is related to marriage or a soulmate partnership of some kind. And this conversation is going to be a real game changer. That's why we have this Tower moment here. I'm hearing, I don't want drama for the sake of drama. That's 100% true. So before you have this conversation, I feel like you need to get really clear with yourself about what it is you really want for the future. Do you want this person at all costs? Are you willing to give up some of the freedom of choice in the future? Are you willing to give up some growth in the future? Or do you need this person to accommodate growth for the future? These are the conversations you need to have, and it has everything to do with finances and a home, possibly even your work life, and possibly marriage as well. All right, that was your reading for the week, Aries. Thank you for letting me read for you. I will see you guys next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you soon. Next we have Leo. We're going to use this Star Power Tarot for you guys. What do they have for Leo? The Three of Pentacles that comes out on its side here. You're not sure you're on the same page with someone about something. I have the Emperor out. That's Aries energy. It's also divine masculine energy. I have the King of Wands. That's your card. That's Leo energy. I have the Page of Wands. Wow, you got a lot of fire signs on here. I got the Page of Wands in the reverse, and I have the Eight of Wands here. Okay, somebody's had an argument with somebody. That's the Page of Wands in the reverse. It can come from immaturity. It can also come from something that's inflammatory. This may be a superior at work, or this may be a romantic partnership. That Three of Pentacles can be a workplace dynamic. It's trying to work on a team with someone. It's trying to grow something, trying to build something, trying to stabilize something. That King of Wands energy there is, it feels very much like you. That's your energy. You have a tendency, whoever you are, to speak loudly and clearly. And you have told this person what you need, but it feels like it didn't hit their ear in the way that you hoped it would. This other person may have seen what you said as something like a conflict. This person says, so you're asking me to change. These are some deep-seated issues within a partnership. And I know that we were talking about a workplace dynamic here, but I really feel like this is a romantic partnership. This Two of Cups energy, you love each other very much. I don't know what this disagreement was about, but whatever it was, it brought up some like very deep-seated emotional things you had tried to suppress for a long time here, Leo. It may have gotten other people involved, maybe family members or friends. With the Page of Wands in the reverse, like I said, that can be immature or inflammatory. This Ace of Wands, you're going to get through this. Absolutely you are. I have the Ace of Wands and the Fool here, and the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. And the Four of Wands too. This is energy that was shared with Aries a few minutes ago, but I used different decks for it. So this tells me this is an energy that is coming through a lot of our fire signs this week. This King of Swords is telling me that really the solution to this is being very clear with what you say. Let me grab this Tarot of Wonderland. I think you're about to start a new life with someone, and you may be getting ready to marry this person. You may be getting ready to move in with this person. And there's some kind of new beginning that you're about to experience with this person, but you may have recently had an argument with this person. You may have felt like you needed to be the boss. This person may have felt like they needed to be the boss. Whatever this conversation was, it brought up some things you had been kind of suppressing for a while. This could have been related to children. That's interesting. I have the Fool card sitting over here looking at me on the top of this deck here, and I have the Sun card here. Whatever this situation is, it's going to get better. This seems like it's an argument that you have repeatedly with this person. I have the Fool card out here twice. This is a brand new beginning. Whoever this person is, it's like you're about to begin again, but this little hiccup over here has given you pause for thought. Are we going to keep having this argument over and over again? Am I going to feel alone on all the time? You may have felt very alone after having this argument with this person. I have the King of Swords again. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. This person doesn't get as worked up as you do, possibly. This person may not be as passionate as you are, Leo. And that can be frustrating. But honestly, it's a positive attribute. This person's trying really hard to do things the right way for you. They're trying really hard to accommodate. Leo, there may be parts of you that are wishing you hadn't been so outspoken about something. Maybe you're feeling like you were the childish one in this situation. I have a lot of like feelings behind my eyes all of a sudden. Like feelings like emotion behind my eyes all of a sudden. I have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. This is you being afraid that everything's fallen apart because of this one altercation, this one argument, this one conversation. Have I lost it all because of this? Am I screwing things up by making this decision? It's almost like you're freaking out about something here, Leo. And the other person on the other side of this says, it's okay, I forgive you, it's not a big deal, we can get over this. But you are kind of maybe beating yourself up over something. Maybe it's because you've been very independent for a long time. Maybe you've been on your own for a long time. I have the Six of Wands. It feels like a lot of people are supporting this relationship. A lot of people are really happy for you in this relationship, but there's this part of you, Leo. I don't know if you feel like you're not treating this person well enough, or if you're afraid that some of the things, like, can I be good enough for this person? Can I treat this person well enough? There's like second guessing of yourself here. Maybe this one little slip up, this one little argument kind of brought everything to the forefront. This may have something to do with children in your life, possibly adult children in your life. I have the Moon on the bottom of the deck to clarify the Moon. You may have said, we need just a time out here. We need to take a break from one another. It won't be long of a break. Because I see you guys coming back together, and I see you starting over again, and I see you starting some kind of new pathway in your life with this Ace of Wands. And this Sun card being your card, Leo energy. It feels like you'll feel like yourself again, but it may take a couple of days. I have the Death card on its side. You can't quit this person can't quit you. And the Ten of Swords right here is the minor arcana of the Death card. The Death card is Scorpionic energy. Oh, I see. It feels like someone may have come between you and another person. Maybe that's who you argued about. And I don't see like a third party situation. This could be like a family relationship or a workplace dynamic, but it doesn't feel like it's an affair situation or anything like that. This could be like recurring issues within a friend group or a family group that's causing problems in your personal relationship. I have the Empress. on the bottom of the deck. You are possibly a mother, possibly a father. You've got the Emperor and the Empress out here. You have a tendency to take care of everyone. And that could be the conflict. Maybe you overgive to people. Maybe you neglect yourself because you're very concerned about other people. Maybe this other person that you're having the conflict with brought that up. And maybe you didn't take so kindly to that information. Whoever I'm reading for, you feel like you may have overreacted, may have, I don't know, been immature about it, not behaved like yourself. And it could be because you're just very stressed out. I have the Three of Wands here. That's an energy of manifestation. Whoever you are, you're very clear about what you want for the future. You know what you want for the future, and you want some kind of stability with this other person, whoever you've had this conflict with. And I think that you're starting over again next week. I think that you take a little bit of time apart from one another and you kind of get your head glued back on straight if that's what you need, or vice versa. And it feels like you come back into this after this little tiff, this little argument, and you're feeling better about it, and you kind of can have a clearer vision of your future. I have the Strength card on the bottom of the deck. That's also Leo energy. This may be related to some legal matters that are coming up. It's I'm hearing that you're always footing the bill for someone. I don't know if that's energetically or actually financially. This may have to do with grown children. This may have to do with just friend groups where you feel like you're always having to pick up the slack for other people, and maybe it's started to kind of take its toll on you and also in a relationship of yours. This Four of Wands energy, though, this is a card of marriage. It's a card of stability. It can be a divine counterpart. And you know, you've got this Emperor and this Empress. That's divine masculine, divine feminine energy. That Four of Wands is that twin flame 1111 awakening card. You are meant to be with whoever this other person is, despite this little hiccup, despite this little argument. You don't have to worry about that. It just feels like there are some other people that are kind of encroaching upon your solace. Yeah. Could be Cancerian energy. Could be an Aries. I also have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini heavily on the table. I don't think that you're going to allow it to pull you apart from this person, though. Whoever this other person is that you've argued with, it feels like after you come back together, you understand their perspective more easily, and you also kind of align with their way of thinking after this little argument. You kind of see where they're coming from, and it's not that they've persuaded you so much as you agree with them. And you see things like through the lens that they've been viewing things from. It's almost like you've been living the same kind of life for so long with the same people for so long that you forgot to sometimes see outside of the box. Maybe you take care of everyone. Maybe you're always picking up slack for other people, and this person brought that up to you and you said, no, that's not me. That's not what I'm doing. That's not that person. How dare you judge them? How dare you judge me? And after some time apart, after giving it a little bit of thought, you were like, you know, maybe that is a thing. You know, maybe you kind of get on board with their way of thinking. There is somebody that kind of seems to be kind of inserting themselves in between you and this other person. And like I said, I don't see a third party situation here so much as just you always taking care of everyone. Maybe this person has financial needs. Maybe they have some kind of like some kind of legal issues that seem to kind of follow them and haunt them. This could be an adult child, this could be a friend, or maybe a coworker or something like that. And maybe you're always picking up slack for them, or trying to like cover their tracks, or trying to, and I don't mean like in a bad way, but just like trying to support them through this. And maybe this other person says, you know, maybe that's not so healthy. Maybe that's a little toxic and codependent. That may trigger you a little bit, bring up some issues within you, and you may just not be in the mood to hear it. I feel like after a little bit of time apart from this other person, you kind of start to see things from their perspective, from an outside perspective, and you may actually align with their way of thinking. Regardless, it feels like you get back on track with your relationship with that other person. You come back together quickly, and there's an energy of stability that's added to your life when you choose to listen to that other person and take their opinions, take their opinions seriously. All right, that was your reading for the week, Leo. Thanks for letting me read your cards for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Next, we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I'm going to use this Marielle Tarot for you guys. I have the Four of Cups for you guys. That has been present in all of our fire signs today. The Four of Cups can be an energy of loneliness. It can feel like you don't want what's being offered to you, or that you've lost a lot. I have the Emperor in the reverse. Ooh. And I have this Nine of Cups. Let me get some more here. Oh. Wow. So instantly I'm starting to feel like, and I have the Moon on its side. I have the Nine of Swords here. Also cards that have been present with the other fire sign readings, just with different decks though. So I know that this is an energy that's kind of following you guys around a little bit. This Emperor in the reverse is someone who feels like they've made poor choices for themselves. This Moon could be things coming back to haunt you, or things coming like bubbling up from the bottom up to the surface. This Nine of Swords can be waking up with bad dreams, or just stress, anxiety, worry, that sort of feeling. You may feel very alone with this, like you can't turn to anyone, like you just feel like you're on your own with all of these emotions. You may be embarrassed by something, or regretful of some things from your past, maybe even your present. This is just somebody who feels like they've made choices that have decreased the stability in their lives. And I have the Two of Swords here. That's a decision that's going to need to be made. Oh boy. Whoever you are, Sagittarius, I think you're very energetically gifted, or very psychically gifted, and you may feel like judgment from other people this week. You may feel like you're being judged for mistakes from your past. You may feel like there are things that you thought you buried a long time ago coming back to life. Ugh, golly. Well, let's just work this out, because there's no sense in, this may have something to do with a friend group, a family, children. I just don't want you to sit in this. I have the Wheel of Fortune. That's Sagittarius energy. This is all going to change. And I have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. These are feelings that are crossing you. And again, this may have something to do with a family group, a friendship group, or children specifically. This is not something that's going to last. This is like a passing energy for you. Let me get another deck. I'm going to use this Star Power Tarot to clarify, because I already have the Moon sitting here on the bottom of the deck. Where'd that go? Right there. And that's Cancerian energy. Maybe you've been feeling this way since Cancer season, which would have been end of July, August, right? Maybe you feel like you want to move. Maybe you feel like moving would help you get away from this vibe. or you just want to move on from this and it feels like it's kind of following you. I have the High Priestess again. This may have to do with a relationship from your past. I have the Queen of Swords. Quite honestly, this is something that's difficult for you to swallow and you have some clarity about this. Maybe you feel like other people have been talking about you, or there's that Page of Cups again. Golly. That's all. This is gonna get better. It's gonna get better, so just relax. But this may have something to do with a friend grouping. There's about to be a shift here in your emotions. And maybe this is just like a little blip where you're feeling judged. And even if these people aren't coming to you and saying this to you directly, you feel like you may have your name in other people's mouths. It's almost like this, and this comes to you from a faraway place, you know, and it's kind of a difficult pill to swallow, a bitter pill to swallow, something like that. A difficult truth to swallow. Here's the thing, you may have done some things in your past that you feel like you never really, maybe you never dealt with. There's been a lot of transformation and change within you, but maybe other people don't know this about you. There's the Two of Swords again. There's the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is the minor arcana of the Death card. And that Ace of Swords can be information, clarity, a conversation that brings about honesty and truth. Maybe you feel like you need to get everything out in the open. Maybe you feel like you need to be honest about something. This Ten of Swords can be things coming back from the past, right? It's like resurrection energy almost, but it kind of can be an on again, off again sort of feeling. Things that you thought were long gone coming back. All of a sudden, I feel kind of nervous. Like I said, this is about to improve. This is going to get better. So just relax if this is your story. Whoever you are, like I said, you're not who you were if you made poor choices in the past. And let's be real, we're all human beings. We all do people things. People can be people-y at times. It's okay. We all make mistakes. But there's been a major transformation in you, and maybe not everyone knows that. Maybe you went through some things. Maybe you went through some difficult times that you have a hard time talking about here with this Moon card out. That's stuff coming up to the surface. It can be mental health challenges. It can be depression, but it can also, I'm hearing something about someone's childhood. Oh, I just got really upset all of a sudden. You may have dealt with a lot in your childhood that no one knows about. And it feels like you've tried to get away from whatever this has been, that's been, like you feel has been following you. Maybe some people know you as being one way, and you've actually changed a lot, worked hard on yourself. I'm seeing therapy, or maybe seeing a counselor of some sort. This Wheel of Fortune energy, that's your energy, Sagittarius. It feels like you've worked hard to change a lot of things about yourself. You've worked hard for the good karma that you have coming towards you, and there is a lot of positive karma coming towards you. You may just be feeling a little bit exposed right now, and it could be maybe someone has said something about you here, and maybe it's come back to you. Shoot. All right. This may have something to do with children or your childhood or friends of yours, something like that with that Page of Cups energy. Let me just tell you, the people who truly love you and the people who deserve to be a part of your life, they're going to come to you, they're going to hear your story, and they're going to understand, because that's their job. That's our job when we love people, is to hear someone out and to listen to their side of things. And even when we don't understand, it's to try to understand one another, you know. The people who deserve to be a part of your life are going to do this. There's a lack of confusion here that comes in for you towards the end of the week. And when I say a lack of confusion, it's like everything becomes clear, everything makes sense, everything feels right again. But it does come after a time of like some sort of exposure, and you kind of battling it out a little bit here with yourself or maybe with other people. It feels like this is all occurring within you, like inside of you. And it has something to do with something that's unearthed from your past here. I have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. The Queen of Cups in the reverse, they can be either someone who's prone to overgiving in relationships, or they can be a bit of a heartbreaker, or someone who wasn't honest about their feelings and it got away from them. It can be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Someone may have photographs of you or information, like online information about you. Someone may have posted something that cast you in a light that you would not appreciate. I have the Wheel of Fortune under that. So I have the Wheel of Fortune twice out here with this Queen of Cups in the reverse. Things are changing. Things are changing. I'm hearing reputation. I have the King of Cups over here. You may have separated yourself from someone in order to be single, in order to be independent from their energy. They may have stayed silent for a while, but somebody here damaged someone else, and it may be coming to light here. It feels like you've been waiting for this other shoe to drop, and this may be your own fears catching up with you here. Things are, like I said, things are about to improve dramatically. Some of you may be in the public eye. Some of you may have a lot of attention focused on you. I see a lot of eyes on these pictures. And this star card can be an energy of fame, or it can be a unique gift or talent. Some of you are going to be very well known in whatever it is you do. There's the Knight of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy, and then the Queen of Wands under that, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Some of you are going to be receiving contracts when it comes to finances and also in your love life. And some of you have just an awfully big energy about you, and it causes people to focus on you very heavily. Some of you may be oh boy, there's a lot of happiness that's coming towards you. Whatever this situation is, this exposure energy, or where you're afraid people have said something about you, there's a line of demarcation right here, where you have a lot of people who support you, love you, and appreciate everything that you do. And this right here is going to be washed away here pretty quickly. That's why we have this Wheel of Fortune out here twice. But it's important for you to address this within yourself, because whatever these feelings are that are coming up to the surface right now, it's important for you to have a good handle on who you are, what you've done in the past, how you've reconciled that within yourself or with other people. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to not be perfect. And there's something about you that is meant for some kind of, a big presence in the world, and there's a lot of happiness coming towards you. There's a lot of financial security. There can be a lot of money coming towards you, real quick, like, too. And there was a reason why you made the choices that you made, and it feels almost like you need to, I don't know if it's that you need to explain yourself, but it's like you need to reconcile it within yourself. Okay. There is some kind of a contract coming towards you here with that Hierophant energy. That's Taurus energy. There could be a marriage proposal coming towards some of you, or this can be a contract that affects you financially. You're about to enter into a time where everyone wants to be around you. There's an energy with the Star card and the Sun coming out here next to each other with the Nine of Pentacles. If you own a business for yourself, there's about to be a lot of light shined on that. This Nine of Cups, as well as the minor arcana of the Star card, there's a lot of blessings coming towards you and a lot of wish fulfillment. So the Nine of Cups is the minor arcana of the Star card to me, and you have both of those out here towards the end of this spread. And that Nine of Cups kind of feels like birthday candle wishes that come true, and that Star card is things, blessings that you are meant to experience, things that were pre-programmed into your life path. And there is something relating to this new energy that's coming towards you, but it has everything to do with you wrapping up this shit from the past, basically, and reconciling that within yourself or within like a relationship with another person. Some of you may have been self-isolating lately because you're not really sure who to trust or who is going to align with you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The people who love you are going to love you. Like I said before, the people who deserve to be a part of your life, they're probably already a part of your life. All right. I think that you are about to experience a time of a lot of abundance in your life. And I mean energetic abundance. I mean financial abundance. Whatever it is you do for a living, you're about to experience a lot of success, and it's noteworthy. So those of you who are going through a tough time where you feel like you're not being heard or you're not being understood, or you have people you know, talking about you negatively behind your back or something awful like that, this is just kind of a little blip, but it is important for you to understand that those are not that's not what makes you who you are. We all go through difficult times. We all make poor decisions. We all say stuff we shouldn't say and do stuff we shouldn't do. That's normal because you're human. So give yourself some grace as you would want to give to other people. Be forgiving to yourself as you would be to other people. Be honest when you need to be honest. Be truthful to the people who love you, and the people who love you, they will stay with you. The people who don't, who gives a shit, right? All right, that's your reading for this week. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are so inclined, and I will see you guys next week. Last, we have Ophiuchus. Yes, I know you guys are not actually fire signs, but I'm going to go ahead and throw you in there anyway. Let's use this Super Lunaris Tarot to start for you guys. Oh, my nose is itchy already. Somebody might be thinking of you, Ophiuchus. Let's see. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Emperor on its side. Wow. Alrighty. You may be looking for work. You may be trying to decide where you want to go. Some of you may be physically relocating or choosing to travel this week. That Emperor is divine masculine energy. I have the Temperance in the reverse, that Sagittarius energy. Okay, fair enough. Eight of Wands. It feels almost like you're trying to decide who you want to align with here in regards to your career. Some of you may have a divine counterpart that's traveling towards you. Some of you have been feeling a little off balance in your lives, like you need new routines, like a new workout routine, a new health routine. Like some of you are feeling toxicity within your workplace and you want to get out, you want to do something different, something new. I have this King of Pentacles energy, nice, and this Knight of Wands energy. This is someone who wants something new for themselves, something that's more stable. And it feels like some of you may be sending out resumes this week. Some of you feel like you've been given less than you deserve. I have the King of Swords here, zoinks. So you have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy here, as well as Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, and Sagittarius. Page of Swords. It feels like you're doing something online this week, Ophiuchus. Like I said, you may be sending out resumes, looking for a better financial situation for yourself, but really it just feels like you want something different than where you've been. There's been it's like you need a new routine. You need something new, and you need something that's more stabilizing, something that you feel you're going to be able to grow with. I have the Five of Pentacles. I was just thinking to myself, this feels like something financial or definitely career driven. That Five of Pentacles, when it comes out, that can be an energy of lack. It can be glasses half empty thinking, but it can be an energy of poverty. Maybe you feel like you've been in this place for too long, like you haven't been getting what you deserve. Maybe you feel like you need more money. And so you're ready to start putting out some feelers about that. I have the Tower here, zoinks. That's right, I said zoinks. The Tower is about course redirection. Sometimes we have to get to a pretty dark place in order to make a change. Wherever you've been, it hasn't been working, and it hasn't been working, and there may be a moment where the bottom you feel like the bottom falls out of a situation, and that's the moment where you need to make a change. My nose is still itching. Somebody might be thinking about you. It might be a masculine energy thinking about you. I have the Six of Cups and the Four of Wands. Holy frijoles. Some of you may have divine counterpart energy coming towards you. Let's dig into this, shall we? I think so. I've got the Sun card there. Wow, those are totally unrelated storylines. But, wow. Here they are. Okay. Some of you have a divine counterpart coming towards you. I have that Six of Cups, that's past life, soulmate energy. That Four of Wands is twin flame, 1111, divine counterpart energy. That Emperor is divine masculine energy. That Hierophant is Taurus energy, and it is about marriage. It's about a commitment. That Sun card there tells me there's been a lot of healing that's happened for you or this other person, both of you most likely. That Page of Wands can be a message of flirtation, curiosity, no matter what. It starts some kind of a new beginning between the two of you. Let me just grab this traditional Rider-Waite deck to clarify. I've got the Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck, and there's the Tower again. And the World card. Okay, I guess these are related. And I've got the Fool under that. This is something you've waited for a long time. You haven't either talked to this person for a long time, or you've been restricted from this person. You see, you've got the Eight of Swords over here, which is a lack of communication. This Four of Wands can be a restriction either in your finances or in your life in general. You've been waiting for these energies to clear out. It feels like this may be a real big week for you, Ophiuchus. This may be a week where your life changes dramatically. I don't know if it's this week. It could be during this month. This could be all the way up through Scorpio season, all this fall. Whoever this divine counterpart is, it feels like they are about to come back to your life or come into your life. I don't know if you know them or not. But this is someone that you are they're going to be in a position where you can give your heart to them and they can give their heart to you. This World card with this Fool that comes out right next to it, and this Tower out here twice. This tells me that you have wrapped up a lot of challenging loose ends in your life. You've made a lot of changes to your life, and you're ready for some kind of a new beginning here, and you've been waiting a long time for this to happen. There's the Fool card just looking at me here, and there's the Sun card looking at me there, and then I've got this Ace of Cups over here as well, which can be a new love relationship coming towards you. It's like once we closed the door on Leo season, because I know we're in Virgo season now, it's like once we turn the calendar on that, this kind of clears the way for this new beginning to come towards you. Wow. This person, when they come back towards you, you're going to recognize them instantly, whether this is a relationship you've had in the past or whether this is you meeting them for the first time in this lifetime. You're going to recognize them immediately on sight. And I feel like there's going to be an immediate connection and an immediate commitment to this person. That's heavy. I know. I don't know if everybody wants that, but that's what's kind of coming down the pipeline for whoever this is for. I have the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. You're going to be very attracted to this person. There's been a lot of healing that's happened, either between you or within you individually. And there's been a lot of growth, either between you or within you individually. This is really nice energy. And you know, I said that these feel like they're unrelated storylines here, but there is something here that has to do with you making a decision about yourself. It's something to do with your career where you decided that you want something more or that you need something more. And I assume that this is with your career. It doesn't necessarily have to be. This could be just like in your life in general, where you feel like you're ready to move, like physically relocate or move on from some things that have been just clogging up the works for a long time. And it feels like there is some kind of reaching out to multiple people to clear this out, or to like sending out resumes, or looking for a new place to live, looking at lease options or purchase options of homes. And there's kind of an end of poverty here in your life. You have 3 pages out here: the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands, the Page of Cups. This is you kind of being responsible for these new beginnings in your life. This Fool card is the number 0 card, and it's a brand new beginning for you. And it comes after tying up something from the past. This, let's just, yeah, got my deck upside down here. I have this King of Wands and this King of Pentacles again. I have the King of Pentacles here and this King of Wands energy. It's come out in the reverse. This is you closing the door on some of the, oh boy, that's a lot of information. Some of you got yourselves into bad situations that lasted for a long time. And they were because of impulsive choices or choices that you made without thinking them through. And they kind of have lingered in your life for a long time. These can be relationships, these can be career paths, and all of a sudden this Tower moment is determining for you that, oh, that was not the right choice to make. Now we're going to change things. We're going to change things dramatically. And I feel like you've done that for a while. You've started to rebuild yourself over time here, but you're still kind of, I'm hearing the word residual, like still kind of a residue of energy hanging out on your life. That's about to shift and that's about to change. I need to know a little bit about this Tower. I have the Magician in the reverse. What was I just saying? So the Magician is Ophiuchus energy for me as a reader. Some people will say Aries, but for me, this is Ophiuchus energy. All of these choices that you were making in the past were very inauthentic to you. And when we get ourselves into inauthentic situations, regardless of how long they last in our lives, it does leave a lingering energy, because then we have to clean up that mess. Then we have to backtrack. Then we have to backpedal, and then we have to rebuild because it wasn't the right thing for us and we knew it when we made that choice. That is the realization here. It feels like someone has been waiting for karma from the past to clear out of their system. And I don't know if you were subconsciously waiting for this. I don't know if like your ancestors and spirit guides from beyond were waiting for you to clear this out, but it feels like someone's finally figured that out. And I mean, some of you, this Tower energy that comes in here is the recognition that you want something new for your life, a change for your life. And it can kind of feel like a wildfire. I sometimes describe this Tower card as a prescribed burn, which is when the fire department comes in and they purposefully set fire to a bunch of scrubby underbrush so that later, whenever lightning does strike, it doesn't start a wildfire. There's nothing to start there, right? And then it actually clears the way for bigger trees to start to grow. It feels like there's some kind of prescribed burn happening to your lives, or it has been happening for a while, that's been preparing you for this new beginning that's about to take place here. This World card and this Fool card coming out together is no surprise. Plus you've got the Sun card out here twice. But this World card is the final card in a major arcana of tarot cards, the number 21. And then this Fool card is the number 0, right? When we wrap back around to a new beginning. And it feels like you have to close some things out. You have to completely eradicate some things from your life in order for this new beginning to happen. This Sun card right here, this Leo energy, we just came out of Leo, right? Tells me that this has happened for you. You've done this. You've done a lot of the hard work. Oh my goodness. Some of you are much stronger than anyone knows. Some of you, and I'm hearing, got yourselves into situations that no one would have ever imagined you would have had to have gone through. And a part of it is because by looking at you, no one would realize what you've been through. And you've worked so hard to change your circumstances that no one would ever know you'd gone through what you've gone through. It's like a very heavy feeling here. But with that recognition, there comes a lot of healing. And I'm just going to throw this out there. Some of you may have pets that have passed on before who still check in on you. Sweetie pies. Oh my goodness. Pets that love you from beyond. I love that. That's very specific. All right, tell me more about this divine counterpart energy that's coming in. Yeah, they've been super slow. Those of you who know this person, who this person is. Yikes. I have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. They misjudged you terribly for what has gone on here. I've got the Sun out there again. That's 3 times for the Sun card. They may be Leo energy or have Leo heavily in their chart. There's the Queen of Cups again. That's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. This person battled with themselves. This person may have actually... I don't know how to say that a different way. What I'm hearing is thrown shade on your name. They may have worked hard to destroy your reputation. How about that? That's better. They may have not been so good to you. You may have not been so good to them. Something here has to be let go of. There has to be some forgiveness that happens between the two of you, and whoever I'm reading for here, you're very capable of doing that. Because with this Queen of Cups energy, that's the most forgiving of all the queens. This is someone who loves unconditionally. I don't know if that's you or if that's this other person. There is a message of kindness, love, forgiveness, apology, friendship, something like that that comes up for the two of you. And it's coming up very quickly. I have the Death card here, again, Scorpionic energy, and I was just thinking, when is this coming? This may be an energy that crosses you during Scorpio season. So we get through Virgo, then we go to Libra, and then we go to Scorpio. Okay, so it feels like you have a couple more months to kind of clean up this energy, get to where you want to go. Maybe some of you are looking for new work, something like that, and then this person comes back around and there's some kind of new beginning between the two of you. It comes after you tie up some of these loose ends from the past, though. And I have the Temperance card out here, Sagittarius energy. Some of you need to let go of some friend groups, and some of you need to let go of some unhealthy habits that you have in your life. With this Temperance card out in the reverse, not once, but twice. And some of you may be some Sagittarius leaning Ophiuchans. Either you're going to be a Scorpio leaning Sagittarius, which we have plenty out here of, or you're going to be a Sag leaning Ophiuchus. And some of you may have both of those really heavily in your chart as well. But some of you do need to make some changes to your health or to, I don't know, your lifestyle in some way. And some of you need to let go of some friend groups that have been a little toxic. This could be community or family relationships. Some of you may choose to move soon. And that may be when this new beginning comes around with whoever this divine counterpart is. All right? All right, I'm going to cut you guys loose. Thanks for letting me read your cards for you today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are so inclined, and I will see you guys soon. Have a great week.